Now, if you're a parent in this valley, just kind of tuning in every now and then to watch the weathers before you get the kids out the door, I am happy to have Carol Johnson from Eagle River Youth Coalition here. She's going to give us some great tips to help maybe get your kids' mental health back up to an area where they can grow and develop happily as teenagers and not stress about little microcosmic things in their life.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So you put on this event. It's almost a monthly event. It's Eat Chat Parent, and it's got a few different primary topics throughout the course of the year. And the upcoming ones this week are relating to cyberbullying and sexting, and then as that overall relates to mental health. And I think those are two really huge topics in today's youth society. So what are some tips for our parents? Let's give them a little preview of what this event's going to be for them.
Yeah, so we're bringing in an expert, Dr. Samir Hindaju, and he is from Florida. He's a co-founder of the Cyberbullying Research Center, and he's going to speak to anybody who wants to come this Wednesday and Thursday nights, 5:30 to 7:30. These are free events, so you can find out all the details on our website. And we're going to give resources and tips for parents. We're going to talk about the topic, first of all, because some parents might not even be aware of it. But because our youth are spending so much time, up to 7 to 9 hours per day on their devices, they're exposed to all kinds of potentially dangerous situations. And so cyberbullying is a real thing. I think about 25% of our kids do experience it in our valley, according to the data we collect. And as a result, it's a topic we need to talk about. And so we encourage parents to sit down with their kids, ask them what sites they're using, what are their favorite sites, have they ever had a negative situation online, and if so, what was it, how did they handle it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of parents probably think, well, this comes from texting is where the bullying comes from, or it's in the hallway, but it can also manifest itself in a simple nature of just playing online games and getting called names, or not having the right character skin in Fortnite and getting called default, and just it can spiral from there. So there's so many different forms of online cyberbullying.
You got it. Yeah, it can happen in Fortnite, like you said. It can happen on Instagram. It can happen in Snapchat, and it can happen in texting. It's still happening in texting in its purest form, and in email, although not many youth are using emails these days.
Bring back email.
Yeah, bring back email. Yeah, I think the biggest message for us is for parents to not only educate themselves and be aware, but to also sit down and have a dialogue with their youth about these potential pitfalls that social media and all this time spent on devices can use. And of course, we're not proponents of all this time either. We really are more proponents of scaling back and monitoring and offering alternative activities to technology.
Yeah, we live in such a beautiful valley with so many outdoor activities. It's not like we're in a major city where you're just walking on pavement. There's so many fun trails to go to, and now like snowshoeing, you can go explore the woods in the winter. It's good stuff.
Yeah, getting outside, it's great for the brain. Yeah, so we'd love for people to come and join us, whether you're a visitor or a local. All are welcome. We offer free interpretation, free dinner, free childcare for kids 9 and under. We actually recommend that you sit and listen to our speaker with your child who is 10 years and older, because we really believe in and stress this 2-generation educational approach. So if you're learning together, you'll be able to talk about things more easily at home.
Well, yeah, if it's a topic that you as a parent aren't necessarily comfortable speaking about, if the child is there with you and you're both hearing it, that means it can just become a topic of discussion rather than something you're having to kind of pull from the air and then discuss. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Donna.
Thank you, too. I really want to thank Vail Health, because they're our presenting sponsor.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you to Vail Health as well.
Thanks.
And that's Wednesday and Thursday in Eagle and then at Battle Mountain High School. If you're just visiting or if you are a local, you definitely want to bring your kid to this and learn more about cyberbullying. And coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, including a watch and win.